Hi all. This will be a short session on the strict integrity policy of Biba model. Let me begin with an overview of different access control policies. The two main mandatory access control policies that we have seen one is the Bella-Padilla model and the other is Biba model. The Bella-Padilla model focuses more towards the confidentiality requirement, whereas the Biba model focuses more towards integrity of data. Since confidentiality is not just adequate in case of businesses and other commercial applications, integrity of data needs to be taken into account. And this is where the Biba model scores over the Bella-Padilla model. Move on to the basics of Biba model and what is actually meant by the Biba model. Biba model is another mandatory access control policies similar to the Bella-Padilla model. What makes the Biba model different from the Bella-Padilla model is that integrity labels are associated with each subject and object in Biba model, which is synonymous with the clearance levels that we have seen in Bella-Padilla model, similar to top secret, confidential, and unclassified. The number of clearance level present may vary depending on the situation. So if we look at an example, if a subject is represented as H, ABC, it implies that H is the integrity level of subject S1 and ABC are the categories that is associated with S1. Now let me move towards the strict integrity policy specified by Biba model. The strict integrity policy states two rules or properties that are associated with it. The first one is the simple integrity property and the second is the star property. The simple integrity property by definition states that a subject S can read an object O only if the integrity level of subject is less than or equal to the integrity level of object. Whereas the star property states a subject S can read an object O only if the integrity level of O or the object is less than or equal to the integrity level of the subject. Essentially means is that by simple security property, a subject can only read object at its own integrity level or those that are below it. Whereas by star property, a subject can only read object at its own integrity level or those that are below them. So what essentially is achieved by the strict integrity policy of Biba model is that a subject's integrity cannot be modified by reading bad or a lower integrity information or an information that is below the integrity of the subject, whereas the subject cannot modify more reliable or a piece of information that has a higher integrity than the subject by writing onto it. Now let's look into an example to gain a better understanding of how Biba model works. In this example there are two integrity levels, there is H and L, where H is greater than L, that is the integrity level of H is greater than the integrity level of L, and three categories are present, that is A, B and C. Now for this example we can see there are three subjects, there is 1, 2 and 3 and three objects given by object 1, 2 and 3, and each of the three subjects and the three objects are associated with the corresponding integrity levels. So our aim in this case is to find an access control matrix corresponding to this integrity. The access matrix corresponding to the previous table is as follows. On close inspection, we can see that in the first row, the subject 1 is capable of writing into each of the three objects. And from the previous table, we can see that the integrity level of subject 1 is H, ABC. That is, the subject 1 has the highest integrity level. And by star property of Biba model, a subject can write into an object that has either the same integrity level or that is below it. And since subject 1 has the highest integrity level, it is capable of writing into each of the three objects. Similarly, the rest of the rows and columns in the table can be filled. So thank you. and hope you have gained something from this session. Thank you.